Welcome to Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting. Now we're in the great state of Texas at Dustless Blasting. And Brian, I'll tell you what, we've been here before, but I am so excited this time. I mean, the hustle and bustle is happening. American ingenuity and manufacturing is alive and well. You can look around. I mean, every time we come here, built in the USA means something here, man. I mean, look at it.
Yeah, this is a company that's an absolute renaissance. We can actually say now that we're at the world headquarters of Dustless Blasting. The company is actually expanding into Australia. And those machines you see behind us aren't just great, tough American-made machines. These are the hopes and dreams of a lot of families and a lot of small business owners out there who are going to take the Dustless Blasting units, use them all around the country to start their own businesses or perhaps enhance an existing business. Get the family involved, get everybody else involved. We're going to talk a lot about the process of constructing these machines today, but more so we're going to talk about what these machines can mean to you and your life. Dustless Blasting has turned into a giant franchising business, if you will. They move dozens of these babies a month, and each one of them represents a business opportunity.
Yeah, and there's plenty on Motorhead Garage, so let's get started. Well, we're excited to know everything about Dustless Blasting, and who better to ask than the CEO of the company, Benny Lecomte. Well, the most obvious question, Benny, what is Dustless Blasting?
Well, I tell you, like most things have evolved over the years, and so this company goes back almost 75 years in manufacturing sandblasting equipment. We all know what sandblasting is about, and we know where the problems have been. Of course, in the automotive industry, it's been warping metal panels, it's been creating a lot of heat. It's just a terrible, nasty task. So as we move forward through that, I personally was looking for more revenue streams for customers that could get involved with our mobile business. And when we discovered that we could make the dust actually go away by introducing water into our system, I said, this is going to be a great opportunity to go out into the field with a product that doesn't have this plume of dust. So in the Dustless Blasting, we're able to eliminate that, and with no dust, we can actually take our machines, go to people's houses that are restoring an old car, or maybe they just got a really bad looking driveway, or they've got some paint on their house, or whatever is there. And so with the Dustless Blaster, we're able to go where no man has gone before.
Absolutely. With that comes a million business opportunities. Let's talk a little bit about the business opportunities now with Dustless Blasting.
Well, because we are a mobile business now, when we created the fact that we wanted more revenue streams, we created Dustless Blasting. Dustless Blasting says, now what are we going to do with it? So we can go to people's places, as I mentioned before, but other job opportunities are, like, for instance, graffiti. You can't bring a building to your shop. The building's not mobile. And so graffiti's a pretty big problem everywhere that there is out there today, you know, be it schools or anything else. And a lot of times it's not healthy for the children and what have you in schoolyards. At the same time, we're able to do other types of jobs that are quite extraordinary. I mean, one was actually redoing the surfacing in a fishery where they were putting growing fish, you know, part of our food chain. And so it's become more and more important opportunities that come along, you know, in this Dustless Blasting business.
Now, who needs that? I mean, there's a lot of people. You mentioned some opportunities, but I mean, I could just see so many different uses for this. As an automotive instructor, you know, I would limit it to the automotive field, but no, there's so much more to it.
Right. So a key word here is restoration or salvage. So two things work hand in hand. If you don't need to replace it, that means you can salvage it. And of course, in the automotive industry, where that becomes really important is being able to salvage that part and restore that part without having to go out and try and rebuild one or find some junk parts or maybe something that comes from, you know, across the ocean that we're not too thrilled with.
Well, Benny, that's fantastic. But I wonder what Brian's up to.
One of the most important things to remember about Dustless Blasting and the equipment that they manufacture is that it's not a one-size-fits-all business. Everything from the smaller units, if you're going to work in your local area, maybe doing cars and graffiti cleanup, to those big old industrial boys back there that are used in environments like oil rigs. They have what you need, and they can provide the trailer configuration and horsepower to get the job done right. We'll be back with more from Dustless Blasting World Headquarters on Motorhead Garage right after this.
Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting, brought to you by Brothers Truck Parts, your #1 source for 1947 to 87 Chevy and GMC truck restoration. Clamp Type, the clamp making tool. AP Laser, leading the way. And by Dustless Blasting, it's the future of surface preparation.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting. I'm hanging out here with Zach from Dustless Blasting. And Zach, America's a land of opportunity, and Dustless Blasting is really a company of opportunity in ways that maybe people don't expect. I mean, I walk around here and I see photos of families. I mean, people today picking up their equipment, families all over the place.
Well, just like you said, the American dream, right? And so we set people up for success and help them live that dream. And for so many people, that's involving their family. You know, fathers and sons, husbands and wives, might be two brothers, you know, getting together that, you know, don't necessarily want to quit their day job, but maybe they just want to supplement their income. We have a lot of guys that maybe they work offshore for 2 weeks and come back on. And, you know, while they're home, they enjoy that time with their family and they want to participate in something with them, but they also want to supplement that income. And so that everybody's able to work as a team together and really help grow that business.
And that's what I'd ask you about, because you obviously see the examples real world. So like, let's say a family of 4, mom, dad, and a couple of kids. How does it normally lay out? Like, what do people do as far as operating the business?
Sure. So oftentimes, you know, dad, he's going to be a little bit of the backbone from the labor side, you know, but he's also got a lot of those real world experiences where a lot of people get into this because they've tried to sand a car. You know, they've had old lawn furniture that they don't know what to do with and what have you not. And so, you know, he has that real world experience and is very relatable to customers. But, you know, maybe mom is always taking care of the checkbook, right? So, you know,
usually the smart decision.
Exactly. So somebody's got to help run that side of the business as well, while maybe dad's out working. And then, of course, you know, that true sense of pride, enjoyment that you get from having your kids, you know, learn something that, you know, maybe as they get a little bit older, they can grow into.
Yeah, as Dustless Blasting has grown as a company and you've grown your customer base, you've kind of begun to really understand what the challenges, pluses and minuses are for people. So let's say someone's watching this and they think, well, I can't afford to get into this thing. You guys have really built and worked hard to make it affordable for people to get involved.
Absolutely. You know, so we certainly recognize most people don't drive into the car dealership with a big suitcase full of money, and here they are paying cash for a new car, right? Financing is just part of it. And even if you have that money, financing still makes sense, right? Because you're running a business. And so we're able to give people not just that turnkey tool, not just that turnkey marketing, but also that turnkey financing package. Because a lot of times we recognize our customers struggle with going to a bank and explaining to them, hey, let me tell you all about Dustless Blasting, and that banker doesn't know anything about it, but we know all about it. And so we're able to truly help people, you know, start living the dream.
Yeah, it's really unique to how kind of holistic your guys' approach is. It's not just patting somebody on the back and sending them down the road with the tool. You really do take them through the whole process. You know, Zach, there's something really neat about how you genuinely care not only about the success of your own business, but the success of those folks that are buying the tools. So let's talk about that pride and kind of the genuine, I don't know, love you have for the customers.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly correct. We really do love our customers, and we're very, very grateful that we get to set so many people up in business for themselves, start to create so many different jobs. It's amazing. You know, you hear all kinds of stuff, you know, when a small business starts, the trickle-down effect that it has in its community. And, you know, we're really, really, really passionate about setting people up for success, helping our economy grow. You know, it really is a very turnkey thing, but we're honestly passionate about being a manufacturing company that not just makes tools, but we make jobs for people too.
Well, and you mentioned too the trickle-down effect of the community, not just on the business side, but also on the beautification, maintenance, and looks of the community. You know, the work that people do with these machines, whether it's in the automotive realm or outside of it, in graffiti removal or remediation of properties, these are things that make the world look better.
Well, you've heard it before and you'll hear it again. Everything in the world is painted rusty and dirty. So anytime that people can go out and benefit their community by cleaning things up, people are always grateful for that. And, you know, not only does it look better, but they're taking away a job that they don't want to do. Nobody wants to sand that. Nobody wants to scrub that wall. Nobody wants to put chemicals on their tile to get their sealer removed. You know, people really do want somebody to come out and provide that mobile paint stripping and cleaning service.
You know, and if people are at home wondering about what the opportunities are as far as revenue generation, you guys are also on top of that as well. And your website has a really awesome graphic that you can kind of bring to life for us to show exactly what opportunities are existent for making money.
So how much money can I make? This is the perfect time to talk about this. So if you're able to just look at supplementing your income, where you just want to work 5 hours extra a week, keep your day job, just do something a little bit different. You're able to make $78,000 extra this year. Now, if you want to be able to go ahead and now work 10 hours a week, maybe instead of watching TV on Saturday and Sunday mornings, you're out stripping somebody's car or a boat bottom. Now you're able to make $156,000 in a year. Now you're doing a little bit more than just supplementing your income. You're actually replacing a full-time job. Now, when you're able to go all the way up to that 40-hour week, replace a normal full-time job, but now you're working for yourself, you're able to make $624,000 in a year. And at this point in time, you are truly well on your way to starting to live the American dream.
Well, how does a company not fall behind? They step up their game, and Dustless Blasting has done that big time. This is their new CNC machine, and what's going on here? Well, it's cutting all the pieces, all the intricate pieces to their Dustless Blaster. Why do you want to do that? Well, first of all, quality control. I mean, when these pieces go out, they're going to fit, they're going to work right. And their production, they keep up their production. I mean, these machines are going out of here, they're flying out of here. So with this machine, it's going to keep up the production, it's going to make them happen, it's going to make them last for a long time. Stick around, there's plenty more Motorhead Garage presented by Dustless Blasting right here at Dustless Blasting when we return.
Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting, coming to you from Houston, Texas.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting. Well, I'm sitting here with Jennifer Walker. She's the Vice President of Marketing here at Dustless Blasting. And earlier, Zach and Brian, they were talking about this business opportunity that really hit home with me because I'm an automotive instructor. I work 196 days a week, got 2 kids and a wife. I would love to get involved at the business. Marketing, I got nothing, man. You're gonna help us out there as well.
That's right. We have a turnkey marketing package because we really like to take the guesswork out of the marketing side of this business. Most of our contractors that come to us are ready to do the hands-on work, but the whole business side of it is usually a little, awkward for them. They haven't really had to deal with that before. So like on the table behind us, we have business cards, we have trifolds, we have polos and hats, we have yard signs that they're going to be able to put out while they're on site so people can see what what it is they're doing and offering. And then we also have vehicle magnets, so it's on their car and it's just a constant display for them. So those are the things we have available for them right out of the box.
Now, that's all neat stuff, but I don't even want to deal with the printing and stuff. Do you do that as well?
We definitely do. Printing, everything. We want to really make it as easy as possible for these guys to get started. So we're going to kind of really amp it up for them, use our brand recognition, but really try to get to empower them and promote their own business, this brand new image that they're creating for themselves, to get out there and start presenting it to spread the word about their new business.
And what else is there? I mean, you have a lot of material you're going to give them, and they were talking about the love for the customer. I mean, you're putting your name on this machine, it's going out there. Of course you want them to succeed, so there's also other marketing avenues?
There definitely is, and it all has to do with an online presence. We have a personalized website that we're going to create for them. We have a personalized business Facebook page because it's really important to differentiate between your social side and the business side. The great thing about the Facebook page, as they go out and they take photos of jobs, they're going to incorporate that straight into their website. It's going to kind of constantly update things for them so it's all fresh and new and current. In addition to that, we're going to throw in this marketing tactics guide because social media doesn't just stop and start with their Facebook and their website. It goes into so many other marketing streams, Twitter, Instagram, things like that. So they kind of start to cover it all, and we just give them a few more tips and tricks on how to do that with this marketing tactics guide.
All right, so I got all the materials, I got my machine, I'm ready to go. I mean, you're helping me out with the marketing. How am I going to go out there and get customers? I mean, I really don't even know how to do that. I know nothing about marketing.
Yes, and another thing it's great about this business is Dustless Blasting, we've spent a ton of money publicizing and getting some brand recognition behind our tool. It's a fabulous tool, and we know that. And we want our contractors to be proud of what they're carrying behind them. So with that, it just makes it another conversation piece. We tell them, get out in your community, start talking about the product that you have, and start knocking on some doors. Generally, people that come into this business have already seen a need in their community. And with that, that's kind of the first place you can go. You knock on that building if you've seen graffiti on the outside and you're like, hey, you have a problem, I have a solution, can we talk?
So are you going to support me once I'm out there?
Absolutely. Support is really important to us, and we are spending so much time and energy on creating a vast knowledge base. Our website is full of information, blog articles, videos, tips and tricks. We've done tech segments that just really enrich and empower them with knowledge, so as they go out into this, service industry, they're able to feel comfortable and confident in what they're doing.
And there's training on there as well. I mean, I've been to the website. It's
Yes.
full. Matter of fact, what is the website?
So on our website, you can go to dustlessblasting.com/support, and it's available for you 24/7.
That's perfect. Now, what
Yes.
if I need some other parts? I'm out there working and, I see that you fabricated here and there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of different intricacies when it comes to build the Dustless Blasting. So what if I need some parts?
So we are so happy that we've recently implemented an online parts store. It has everything from nozzles to blast hoses, spare parts, all can be kind of divvied up by the machine that you have and own. So we try to make it as easy as possible. But again, something available 24/7. Sometimes it has same-day shipping available. Just really trying to make it easy for them.
I'll tell you what, thanks, Jennifer. I mean, Brian's running around looking at all these parts and all these cool tools. Let's catch up with him and see what he found.
Sounds good.
Well, as you can see, things are very busy here at Dustless Blasting. In fact, we're inside one of the fabrication buildings right now, and business has quite literally never been better. They're actually going to add another building here to add to 100,000+ square feet of total capacity that they have on the property. What you're going to see when we come back is a couple of different options that Dustless Blasting offers their customers. This compressor is going to get made into this trailer, but not all these units are the same. You'll learn more when we come back with more from here at Dustless Blasting.
Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Blasting, is brought to you by Stage 8 Fasteners, home of the world's best locking header bolt, now included with each set of Cook's headers. Go to stage8.com. Hot Rod Innovations, where there's a fix but no cure for your hot rod fever. Elka Suspension, the ultimate ride experience. And by Maxxis International USA, built for adventure.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, on location at Dustless Blasting. And I'm here with the CEO, Benny LeComte of the company. And Benny, let me set the record straight, man. You didn't come out of a 14-story high-rise and just plop here. You're actually involved in every aspect of the operation, and mobile is part of that. Tell us about the machines.
Well, that's exactly right, and thank you for that, John. Our Dustless Blasting machine, we've recognized from the very beginning that we needed to create a business opportunity for people, but not one size fits all. And so as we look at our various types of machines, they're designed with a purpose in mind. And so that purpose is being able to fit a machine like this in the garage of their home, being able to work out of their bedroom or living room, whatever, and then be able to park this thing in their garage and have everything that they need completely turnkey. They're ready to blow and go, no pun intended.
So many different opportunities. I could just buy this, open up my own business. I'll park this joker right in my garage. I'm good to go to work the next morning.
You're absolutely right. And so part of that is being able to go to where the problem is. This guy is going to go to a guy who's doing his own restoration. He doesn't want to put that on a car hauler and bring it to a shop and then it disappear for 2 or 3 weeks. He wants to be a part of that restoration. So we can bring that part to the customer, let him see this car getting all the surface prepared. I don't care whether it's the rust chassis, rear end, whatever else that it is, but the owner still feels like he's a part of that project because it's happening right before his own eyes. And you can't do that when you turn it over to another business or a shop.
And the opportunities are endless. This is maybe a smaller one, budget constraints. Let's take a look at the next machine you have over here. I mean, they get bigger in size, more powerful, hold more. Is that what the aspect is?
Well, absolutely. This was our go-to machine for a number of years. We found that if we were going to design the ideal machine for people that are doing marine work or slightly bigger jobs, big trucks for instance, over-the-road type vehicles, that this machine was a little bit more powerful, had a longer run time, a bigger motor, for instance, and so you could do more work with it, and a high-capacity trailer so that we could put more equipment on it. We can carry a pallet of material as I move down this way a little bit. And you can see that there is room, there's toolboxes on here, and so he can accomplish a little bit more. He can take on that bigger job.
Now, I was here before, and really impressive. You know, this is not just a trailer. You guys are building a trailer here, and I'm a 52-year-old man, so I mean, I can't do that on a normal trailer. I mean, that's what it is. I'm getting up here, I'm working, maybe I got a side job, maybe I got a business, but it doesn't make any difference because I'm up and down all day long, no problem whatsoever.
We try to take that into consideration. So I'm not a young guy either, and believe it or not, trying to get up on a high deck trailer is virtually impossible. This is a lot easier than getting in the back of your own pickup truck.
So we went from the machine we could put in the garage, maybe a bigger machine. Now we got the Mac Daddy. Is that how
we
this
sure
works?
do. Yep. And so this machine now, as our customers have grown their business, they might look at a larger machine for their second machine, perhaps. And in this particular case, this machine does serve that purpose for them. And so with that, once again, you'll see that we have the toolboxes, we have the ability to carry additional material, we have a big air compressor over 300 CFM at 150 PSI. So this machine is appreciably faster than the other two machines. But it's designed and having in mind that these are things that this company has grown. He wants to take on bigger jobs. And now we've empowered this contractor to do those very things.
And the trailer, I mean, just the intricate workings on the trailer. I mean, like you said, you keep everything in-house here. The quality's up.
That's exactly right. So yes, we do build our own trailers, and we put a lot of pride into the manufacturing of the process. We are DOT certified, and we are members of the National Highway Safety Association, so they get VIN numbers. So these things are tracked all over, and it's an awesome tool.
Yeah, and they can pick from either one of the models. I mean, we have the small one for the garage, whether you're going to go in business for yourself. We have the other one, and then you got the Mac Daddy. I mean, and then you guys set them up for success. So I'll tell you what, you got to see Dustless Blasting from one end to the other. We really took a look at that business opportunity today with the families and everybody getting involved. It's been a great day here at Dustless Blasting. And if you started this show and you didn't believe the American dream's alive, well, we know it is today here at Dustless Blasting. We'll be back next week with more Motorhead Garage presented by Dustless Blasting.